Que pasa, mi gente? Hope you're doing great. Welcome back to another episode of Meet Indy's Pro. And today's guest is a very special guest. He's a Vietnam War veteran, husband, father, grandfather, just a great family man, ready to help and bring a smile to anyone he comes across. And I'm fortunate to call him my friend. So without further ado, here's Mr. Bob Nicholes. Bob, even your last name has to do with money. Nicholes. So what makes Bob a pro is his passion and knowledge for American currency. So Bob, what can you tell me about silver?
Silver.
There's silver. We minted silver coins up through 1921, I think it is. Okay, and then they introduced the dollar bill.
Yeah.
And there are several versions of the dollar bill. This is a Federal Reserve note, and it says that across the top. And this is just a bill that says we got a dollar worth of gold somewhere. We don't know where, but we got it somewhere. And then what they did, they came out with what they call a silver certificate. Now this really took place before these.
The silver certificate was
Silver
before?
certificates when it came out before the regular Federal Reserve notes, because the silver certificates are guaranteed in silver.
Yeah. What's that mean?
It means that we have a dollar's worth of silver somewhere in our vault to back that dollar up.
Yeah.
And then these don't have a dollar of silver. That's just saying, it's the Federal Reserve. It's an IOU from the government. That's what it is.
IOU from the government.
Yeah. But now these are the silver certificates. Now this big one here, they call it a horse blanket.
Horse blanket.
Yeah, it's big, bigger than a normal dollar.
Okay, I see why a horse blanket.
Yeah. And that's why they call it a horse blanket. And that's a fairly expensive bill.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of them. This is 1928, and 28, 34, and I think there was a couple more, 35 and 57. 57 last year they did them.
Yeah.
And then they started making Federal Reserve notes.
Ugh.
So that's why silver certificates now, they're worth about $7, $8 a piece.
Yeah.
If you go out and buy from a dealer.
Are they circulating right now?
They are, but a lot of people don't know it.
Yeah.
And people don't know what they're getting and when they get it.
Yeah.
You won't find very many of these in
the wild?
This, you won't find it anywhere because it's big.
Yeah.
And it doesn't fit in the wallet.
Yeah, it'll stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. And so when they quit making the coins, they started out with this.
Oh, so they made the coins first and then...
Morgans, there are several before the Morgan. Liberties and standing liberties and walking liberties. And
Yeah.
There's all kinds of them out there. They were all made, because that's what everybody dealt in, was silver back in the days of guns. When they square the guns on their side, and kill people and all that.
Yeah.
They dealt in silver. And in fact, when you watch the movies, if they're playing
Little Western movies?
yeah, if you watch when they're playing gambling, 9 times out of 10, all you'll see on the table is coins.
Yeah, true.
Because that's what they dealt with. But I don't think pennies will be around much longer. It's costing the government more than a penny to make the penny.
Yeah.
So it's not feasible to send them to make them anymore.
Yeah, but...
So I think they're going to go disappear.
Wow. I heard that if they get rid of the penny, everything is going to go more, inflation is going to go up higher because...
If it's 91 cents, it's now going to be 95 cents.
95, or if it's 99, it's going to be a whole dollar versus...
Well, I don't know if you know it now, but they use the 99 figure. Like, here's a classic car for $3,299. It's under $3,200. So $1. But that's the way they can advertise it. It's under that. And people get in their mind, oh, it's
only
cheap. Yeah, it's cheaper, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just $1. But it's like the end caps at Walmart. and in stores like that, they put stuff on these end caps to sell.
Yeah.
You walk around, oh man, yeah, I need one of those. You know, that's why they're there.
Yeah.
That's what they do. But anyway, they started out with silver, and then they went to dollars or silver certificates, and they not only made these silver certificates, they made them in $5 too. Which are those?
Cool.
These are silver.
Are there any horse blankets of $5?
No.
No.
No. As a side note, you look at the bottom of these, you'll see a stamp. These stamps are the ones that are sort of dedicated to some reason or fact of this bill. He designed it, he authorized it.
Oh, yeah?
You know, it could be anything.
Yeah.
But they try to make them be in relation to the bill.
Yeah.
But that's the $5. I don't think they made it $2.
No.
Oh, this is kind of neat too. Now this you won't see at all. But during World War II, the Japanese couldn't beat us, so what they started doing was printing our money. And since we dealt in it, we didn't know what it was what. So it was counterfeit and we didn't know it.
Wow.
So what we did, we took all of our money, 1s, 10s, 5s, 20s, 50s, and we printed Hawaii on it.
Yeah.
And now on the back of this bill, I can't show it to you, but on the back of it, Hawaii is written all the way across it.
Wow.
And this is called Hawaii Override. And that's what it was all about. It was because the Japanese was counterfeiting our money, and we couldn't tell the difference. So what we did was we printed that on ours, and if it didn't have that, they would use it.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. And I'll show you something in a minute, something else a little different. That is an interesting fact because not a lot of people don't know about these.
Yeah.
And we had a robbery on a station in Hawaii. We had a robbery, and a guy, somebody stole 7 $20 bills, Hawaii overrides. A lot of people don't know about these Hawaii overrides. And they are very few and far between, and they are expensive.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah, that's you'll see that in Hawaii overrides. So anyway, that's sort of the history of the $1 bill. You can tell it's been into several things.
Yeah.
And the postal department sort of tried to tag along with them, and they made stamps to memorialize these type of bills. And the stamps are postal also.
Yeah, because they're not doing them anymore, right?
No. They make them one time and that's it.
1 year? One
year in a year, yeah. And then that's it. And for this one here, I don't even know what it is. This stamp commemorates the 100th anniversary of the famous Lincoln-Douglas debates. It was issued August 27, 1958. Now, what that has to do with that bill, I don't know. But that's what those are usually for.
Yeah.
Is for those to memorialize those, and that was our silver certificates and the horse blanket.
That's a huge bill.
It is. They are, and then finally, this is what's today, and this is the 5 minutes. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. These are the 5 minutes to make the money.
What's a mint?
A mint is where they make the money. It's actually printed.
Oh, okay.
And it's printed in big sheets and then cut down and to this size.
Yeah.
And there's 100 bills on one sheet. So you have This was the 86th, 28th, yeah, 20. This is the 28th bill in there,
Oh, okay.
and this was the 90th.
Out of
And-
100.
Yeah, out of 100, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then they change, as these numbers rotate, these things also rotate.
Yeah.
The B is probably Boston, not Boston, hold on here. It tells you somewhere on there. This is E, B, E, G, J, and L. It tells you there somewhere. What's unique about these 5 bills, though, is when President Lincoln, President Kennedy got shot. They put Johnson in there to replace him, and then he was elected. Okay. He had to appoint a treasurer because he was the new president. You need a new treasurer, you need a new secretary of state and all that.
Yeah.
So he appointed Barr as his secretary of state. And Barr was the secretary, I said state, I meant treasury. Secretary of the Treasury for 20 days
Yeah.
until the new one was appointed. He only signed a $1 bill. And this is it. You see Barr here,
Yeah.
here, and here. $20 bill, the $1 bill is the only one he signed.
Yeah.
And each one of the 5 mints printed them. So they're collector's items. They're called Barr notes.
Yeah.
And again, this is a complete cut. And I think I sold
You
you
sold me. Yeah. I got some at home.
Yeah. No, that's what it is. And that's him right there.
That's his picture. Oh, okay.
And there's your mints.
E.
Is Richmond. B is New York. G is
Chicago.
Yeah. And then there's the old.
Cool.
But it's I thought that was kind of cool that he was on the treasurer for.
Just 20-some days. Wow.
This is the $10 gold piece.
Ooh.
And again, it was made back in the early 20s, I think.
Yeah.
27 seems to strike the. I think it was 27.
It looks like a horse blanket too.
Yeah, yeah. 22.
1922.
Yeah,
Wow, almost 100 years.
yeah. This certificate is a legal tender. Is the amount. I can't really read it. Anyway, these are backed by silver. I'm sorry, gold.
Oh, gold.
These are backed by gold. Silver certificates are backed by silver.
Yeah.
And that's the first one I looked at, and that bill right there is about $495.
Wow, for $10.
This year is just a $2 bill. This is 76. Celebrating, this is the signing of the Declaration, the Constitution
Yeah.
in 1876. And 1976 was the year bicentennial.
200 years.
Yeah, 200. I said 18, I meant 17. 1776. And 1976 to 2 years. And they brought that picture and put it on the back of the $2 bill.
So that's why that picture's over there.
Yeah.
On the $2.
Yeah.
How come there's so many $2 bills around? Like you see.
Well, there's not a lot. The
Not anymore?
people collect them.
Yeah.
Because everybody thinks they're collectible, but they're not.
No.
The $2 bills that are collectible are red.
Red.
What has a red seal. Those are two of your $2 bills.
They're the same.
Yeah.
Oh, there's 2 different ones. I thought
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like the back and the front.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the same picture. And this came out in 76. Yeah, I bought them. I bought some other stuff. This came with it.
Yeah.
That's why I offered you for $5. $10. 2 for $6 was $8 here.
Yeah.
Back to the Hawaii. The military is usually paid in American dollars. Okay. But what happens when we go to Guam, when we go to Puerto Rico, when we go to Germany, the local people get a hold of those dollars, and then they come in and use those dollars to buy stuff with. And we can't refuse them to be at the right amount of money, but they're not supposed to have. So what happened? They said, okay, let's take the money away from the military. So they can't have it. So they designed and made these. These are called military payment certificates. And that's 25 cents. And that's what we carry.
Yeah.
There's dollars, there's $2, just the same in currency, only it's in script.
Yeah.
Now, they got this, they couldn't use it. And what they did, about every 6 months, they'd change it, and this might be peak the next time. And they changed it for the military, and what would happen, all these local people would rush and be on the defense line with the old ones in their hands. Please change, please change, please change. They wanted them to change it over to the new one.
Yeah.
And so they could buy stuff. But, if you got caught doing that, that was
Yeah.
that was
So what did they have to do if they had the old
no good.
No, they couldn't change it into their own currency? Wow.
Now here's the $50 as a side thing.
Yeah.
That's the $50 Confederate bill. Every one I've ever seen has been
I don't see the date.
somewhere.
Oh, 1864.
Yeah.
Wow.
But every one of these I've ever seen, if you look at the back, right down here at the bottom, it'll say reproduce.
Oh.
And that's how you tell usually.
Yeah.
I couldn't find anything on there, and I compared that to the book, and it looked the same.
Yeah.
So I couldn't tell any difference in it.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to what we were talking about. Now this is a complete collection of $2 bills. And,
Yeah.
Take it. Maybe that's a complete collection of them, a whole bunch of them.
Wow. Federal Reserve. They're all Federal Reserve, huh? The $2 ones?
Federal Reserve notes.
Yeah.
At this point in time, it was Federal Reserve notes. Silver certificates gone away now.
Is that why they're pretty much useless? Because of Federal
it's an
Reserve?
unusual bill people are taking. They stick them away,
Yeah.
thinking they're valuable.
But they're not because of Federal Reserve, not backed by gold or silver.
Well, no.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of them around. You just have to look for them.
Yeah.
But people get a $2 bill and they say, stick it away, and they won't spend it. And then it becomes shortage.
Yeah.
And, I got this thing turned. There's a backup. And what else we got here? Another $2 note portfolio. This is the Federal Reserve notes. They were called United States notes back then instead of Federal Reserve notes.
Oh, okay.
And that's what's so usual.
Was it the red seals?
Yeah, they said the United States note.
Yeah.
And that's what's unusual about these $2 bills. And then they go into the Federal Reserve note.
Look, these red seals have what is it, a White House? No.
Yeah, no, it's Lincoln Memorial.
Lincoln Memorial. Oh, okay.
Well, not that Lincoln Memorial. Sure looked like Lincoln Memorial. Jefferson Memorial.
Jefferson Memorial.
Yeah. Looks like Lincoln, but that has to be Jefferson. And you can see how it went from, in 76, you see it had that
The Jefferson Memorial.
And then they went to the picture.
Yeah.
And they started doing that from there on. They put that picture in there.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it's the United States of America. That's when it was first.
Yeah, and look, it has everybody's names right there. That's cool.
It says where they are and who they are.
Yeah.
That'd be a good thing to study in class, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
In school.
History class?
And I think this is $1 bills. Called star notes.
Star notes.
Now, if you look at these, you see it has his number and it's followed by a
Oh,
star.
yeah. I see the star, yeah.
Okay, down here also. What that means is this is a replacement bill for this number. A bill, it was ripped up, it was tore up in the production, or it was cut raw or something.
Yeah.
So they had to go through and replace so that the numbers would stay right.
Yeah.
They made these. And a star note that's what they call a star note. And those are collectible.
Yeah.
Now these are not star notes. And I have no idea whether they're United States.
Uncut $1 currency block.
Yeah, they,
Oh, it's one block. Look, they're not cut
oh,
yet.
they're not cut yet. Okay, there you go.
That's
I didn't
cool.
notice that. And this is just 4.
Yeah.
Imagine that 100
100?
bills.
A sheet of 100 bills?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I had one. I had
A whole sheet?
a whole sheet of one.
Really?
Yeah.
How big was it? Like this?
Oh yeah, it was
Like a
pretty
table?
big. But I cut it in half and sold it fast. And I got
Pretty good.
I got some pretty good change.
Wow. How'd you get hold of
I
it?
worked for the government, and my job required me to be in D.C. a week every month. So I had to go up. In fact, where that airplane went in was a conference room I was in several times. And we were supposed to be there that day, but they had called it off. Somebody was sick or something, so we delayed it to the following week. But yeah, I was supposed to be up there for that one.
Yeah.
But anyway,
How'd you get a hold of that sheet?
went to the treasury.
Went through.
Yeah.
You just walked up?
Walk, you can buy them.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can buy them at the treasury.
What?
Yeah, just go right to the treasury there in D.C.
Yeah.
And you can get, usually they'll sell you half sheets or quarter sheets. Yeah, they come all connected.
Wow, that's
I
pretty
used to
cool.
flip it out there and show people. It's a lot of fun to see it like that because
Yeah.
it's really unusual.
Yeah.
And to see $100 bills.
But they only do $1 bills. Can they do 20s
Oh no,
now?
they're all printed like that. Oh,
No, but would they sell you a $20
yeah,
sheet?
you walk in there.
What?
But you gotta remember, one sheet's $100. Yeah, because there's 100 sheet there, 100 bills on there.
Yeah, true. Now imagine 20.
Yeah, and imagine 20, yeah.
Imagine
And they have
100.
a stack. They have a stack of $1 million in the lobby there.
Wow.
It's behind glass, you can't get to it. But it's shut. They're all bills, and they haven't been cut yet.
Yeah.
It's just a stack of them.
Wow.
And it says $1 million.
Wow.
I think it's $20 bills, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But if you ever get a chance, you go up there and go
I'm still gonna go. That's gonna be a road trip.
You walk through and you see where they're making money and everything.
Yeah.
You can't touch it or anything. And it's all glassed in where you can't communicate with anybody on the floor.
Yeah.
But it's all elevated. And so you're walking up here and you're looking down at them
They look like working ants.
And they're making money.
Yeah.
Making the money. And cutting it and packaging it and everything. And then in the concession place, they sell like pins and stuff that has cut up money in it. They put it through a shredder. And then they put in pins and all kinds of things.
Yeah.
To buy. It's the money in it.
Yeah.
But if you ever go up there, that would be two things you need to see. You're an American, so you need to see two things. One is the treasury, how your money's made and how it's sent out. And the second is Congress. You go see your congressman for Indiana, and he gives you a ticket. You go and you sit in the loft and watch Congress.
Yeah.
Pass bills and do all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Now, if there's something important going on, of course,
Yeah.
you can't
Not to the public.
Those two things you really need to see.
Yeah.
But DC is just loaded with stuff. You
Yeah.
got the Smithsonian Institute up there, and it takes, I think they say if you spend something like 20 seconds with each item in the Smithsonian, you spend your life in there.
Because there's so
Your
much
entire
stuff.
life will be taken up seeing stuff in there.
Yeah.
If you spend just 20 seconds, I think, at each object.
Wow. Have you been there?
No, I've been a part of it, yeah.
Yeah.
But not the big one. But there's so many things up there to see. The Bill of Rights, you can go see the Bill of Rights, the actual document.
Yeah.
I let my wife see that, and she goes, huh, now I know. She throws it up every now and then. But, there's just so much to see up there. Aviation, the satellites and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah.
But it's all very interesting. I don't have a lot of coins. I'll show you what I got. But any that you want to look at, you're more than welcome.
Okay, thank you.
As long as you leave them here and don't take them home.
No, of course not.
I bought one of these for $3 and sold it for $900.
What is it? Is it a razor?
16 of them made in the United States.
What is
That
it?
was one of them. That's not this one.
What is it, a razor?
Yeah. It's a razor. This is what we used to shave with.
Wow.
You screw it.
Change the blade?
You put the blade in right there.
Yeah.
Put this in over it and it sticks out just a little bit. And then you screw it back together.
What's it made out of? Copper?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then before that was this.
Yeah. I seen the movies. Yeah. The cartoons.
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny cartoons where the barber is shaving.
Yeah, I got a couple of them in there.
Yeah.
But it's just stuff I've collected.
Yeah. Just for fun.
Yeah, now here, I've collected several things. For instance, these are the 2017 P pennies. Now, remember I told you about them? You remember?
That they're pretty collectible, pretty rare.
Yeah. You know why?
Because the P stands for I forgot.
Okay, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, yeah.
They don't put the P on coins. So if a coin doesn't have a mint mark, we know it's Philadelphia. In 2017, to celebrate the 100th year of the penny, they put a P on as a mint mark on the penny, just on 2017. So if you find it 2018, it won't have a P.
Yeah.
Only 27. And they're going to be expensive.
Yeah.
So I'm saving mine now.
I'm gonna start looking out for those.
Huh?
I'm gonna start looking out for those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start collecting all the pennies from now on.
Those things, yeah, some things are valuable.
Yeah, especially if like 20 years from now they get rid of the penny.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it'll be 20 years.
You think it'll be less?
Oh, yeah. Well, it costs more to make it than to
Yeah.
do it.
And it's been costing more than
Yeah.
to make it for years. I've heard that like back when I was in high school in 2006. So it's been over 10 years.
Anyway, let's see. I just got a smithereens of stuff here. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I think I got like 4 quarters here. What year they stopped putting silver in coins, you remember?
No,
1964.
I was about to say that. I was about to say that.
Okay, that's just 4 silver coins. And these, some of these are silver halves. This is a
Half dollars?
$half.
So that one's silver.
That's silver. This is a 77. It's not.
Yeah.
But you can always just look on the end of it and you tell which are silver and which are
How can you tell? Because they're more shiny?
That one there is silver.
Oh, okay, because it's more shiny. Oh, because the copper is starting to come out.
Yeah. It's got copper in it, you know, but it's not silver.
Yeah. Quarters look like
I'll
that.
tell you a little secret I do. I go to the bank and I'll buy $100 of halves.
They have that many?
Oh, I order them.
Oh, okay.
And they get them from downtown and bring them in and I buy them. And then what I do is I bring them home and, well, let me back up here. In the transactions you do, when you're all painting and stuff like this, you buy a hamburger or something like that, and you pay it. How many times do you see a 50-cent piece?
A 50-cent piece?
Not very often.
Yeah.
It's quarters, dimes, and nickels.
Yeah.
Pennies. So, what happens is they store these halves in the vaults, and nobody's using them. Well, there's silver coins in them. So what I do, I go down and buy $100 worth of halves.
And you might get a couple.
And I go through them, and I might get a couple.
A couple of silver ones. Wow, that's a good strategy.
And then what I do is dry wrap them, sew them right back to them.
Yeah.
They cost me a penny.
You're just flipping.
That's it.
Yeah, you're just flipping the coins in.
There
Yeah,
you go.
that's smart.
Yeah, they can cost me a penny.
Yeah.
I like that. Now these I put up, and what I've done is these were ones I was going to put in the yard sale. So what I did, it's like this is a 1964 penny. It's an S and it's a fruit. I want $1.50 for it.
Yeah.
And when you open it up, it's you know, nice and shiny it is.
Yeah. And it's 1964. Oh, but it's not silver, right?
No.
Because it's
Penny's
copper.
not silver.
Yeah, because it's copper.
But I was going to show you on the internet. But anyway, you can go through it. I don't know if there's anything you want.
Oh, what does S proof mean?
S is San Francisco.
San Francisco.
That's where your proofs come from.
And what does proof mean again?
It's not touched.
Not touched, okay. It hasn't been circulated, it was just
Right, it's come
packaged.
right out of mint.
Yeah. Birthplace. Formative.
Okay, those
Professional.
are pennies on, they celebrated Lincoln's birthday.
Yeah.
And they come out with his life. One's a log cabin where he was born,
Yeah.
and one's as a president, and was the formative years, and each penny is different on the back of it. And it shows the periods over 4 periods of his life.
Abe Lincoln.
Yeah, and then you go to like the Nicholes. They had the Lewis and Clark expedition. Now,
I remember those.
okay,
Yeah.
you learned about that in school.
Yeah.
They went through West Virginia and then all the way to the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
I love it when I'm talking to kids. I say all the way to the Atlantic Ocean. And they say, oh yeah, the Atlantic Ocean. No, the Atlantic Ocean on this side. Pacific's on the other side.
Yeah.
You know, they don't know the difference. But anyway, they did 4 coins. There's a handshake, there's a sailboat. Let's see what are they. What's wrong with that computer? Okay, there's a keelboat, a handshake, keelboat, there's the ocean view, and the bison.
The bison. Oh, that was in the nickel, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, here it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's the nickel with the bison on the back of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of the Wilson Clark. And for a measly quarter, you can have that nickel.
Yeah.
So that's what I was going to do. I was going to put these in the yard sale and let people put
Yeah.
them. And you had to buy centennial quarters, 5 cent centennial quarters.
Yeah.
And I always, I don't know, I always favored proofs. I think they're so much prettier and
Because they haven't been touched.
yeah. They sell a proof and then they sell uncirculated.
Yeah.
Now, uncirculated has been touched and it hasn't been put out in distribution to the public.
Yeah.
Like I got a roll, I got a container in there, it's got 20 walking liberties. And those are called uncirculated. So they haven't been circulated out, I just bought them straight from the mint.
Yeah.
And so they're uncirculated. Yeah, but I can reach and feel and touch them and all that. So that's a sort of different uncirculated and a proof.
Yeah.
And the prices are different for each of them.
Yeah. Collector's item?
Yeah, yeah. Now, I was telling you I had some dimes, some silver dimes. I don't know why I didn't mix them up. But these are the ones now you can see that. That's all silver dimes.
Yeah. Look, there's no copper around it.
And copper whatsoever in that. And
What do they call when they start chipping away the silver coating and the copper starts to pop out?
yeah.
What's it called? Shaving? No,
Something like that.
I forgot.
And then I have a full roll. That one's not full yet. And then I put these in 10
How'd you get these? You just bought them at the...
not distribution.
Oh,
She doesn't spend coins.
yeah.
She just spends dollars. So what she does, when her purse is heavy enough, she brings me the coins. And I have a little bank in my safe in there.
Yeah.
The quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies. And I go through them. And I take out anything that's valuable. And it goes into, I got a little wooden tray in there. I put them in there. And then about every 2 or 3 months, I'll get them out and I'll put them in these white folders.
Yeah.
And price them and stuff like that.
Wow. So you did those? I thought you bought them like that.
No.
No?
No.
Wow, that's a lot of work.
Oh yeah. but I had them in pages.
Mm-hmm.
There's 20 on a page.
Yeah.
Little plastic thing.
Uh-huh. Oh, and
these things go down in them.
Yeah.
So you got 20 of these. You're looking at on every page.
Yeah.
And I did them like this because I figured somebody wanted to buy them 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. See, that is equal to that.
Yeah. Okay.
Those two are the same right there.
Yeah.
This has got the 2 guys on it. They call these 2x2s.
Too big. Yeah.
So a lot of people say 2 guys.
2 bucks.
Yeah. And these are not, and these are. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
And these here in the back are a little different. last week.
One dime. There's no eagle here. Wow.
It's today.
Who's that? 1868? Wow. Who's that sitting?
City Liberty.
Sitting Liberty? Okay.
There's 1876, 1890, and 1912.
Okay. Oh, right here. This one you can really see. That's really cool. Liberty. Look, this one's different. This one's just the head.
Yeah.
1912.
Mercury. Yeah, see, it's the same age,
1911. Yeah, just the head.
1911.
It's cool how they change. They change like the picture.
Oh.
Even on the penny, huh? It's been changing since.
Oh, it hadn't changed.
The penny hasn't changed?
No. So we got Lincoln's picture on.
How often do they change? Because before that was Lincoln's, but the back was.
And now the back
The back changes, yeah. How long?
Just,
how often?
For example, this is the one that I told you celebrated his life.
Mm-hmm.
And you see his picture's on the front.
Mm-hmm. But the back.
Okay, but there's a log cabin on the back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's a set of 4 coins. And what I used to do when my wife had a yard sale, I'd lay out 4 of them, all 4 of them, and sell them for $1. And people would buy them, because they're good educational toys.
Yeah.
You give it to a kid.
Yeah.
And they remember that.
Yeah.
Because money is the root of all evil.
If money was such a root of all evil, why did they ask for it on Sunday service?
Now, here I have just got a collection of Nicholes pennies that I'm trying to keep on the pennies. But these are kind of old and just different dates and different stuff, and there's nothing valuable in here.
Only the copper?
Yeah.
Because it's copper, yeah.
But now some of these, like these, there's 41, there's 5 from 41 and 46 and 49. I've got $40 for some of the mortgages, and they sell for $25.
Wow.
And, if you just have sort of, one guy, wasn't coins, it was stamps. I thought I could get over it and buy this one book, and it had some really good stamps in it. And he started bidding at $100. And I couldn't stay up with him. He got it. But boy, I wanted that book so bad.
Yeah.
It had some really good stamps.
There was nothing you can convince yourself to justify it?
No. I would have got her.
Yeah.
She was quite happy when I sold that coin, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was quite happy about that. So what do you got? What kind of coins you got to bring into the cigar?
I was in a rush and I didn't get to grab my newer ones that I've collected. I just brought a couple $2 bills and a dollar certificate. Silver certificate, yeah. Blue seal. I like the old 20s. They look pretty cool.
Yeah, understand.